If you're planning a Tawang road trip in 2026, you need to understand that the cost has gone up considerably because of the hike in the fuel prices. So the vehicle cost, what used to be earlier around 3,500 for a sedan, has now become 5,000 per day, and they are expecting you to take the vehicle for a minimum of 7 days or longer from Guwahati. It is more convenient for you to take a SUV rather an Ertiga or an Innova Krista, because then the cost difference is negligible. It would be roughly around 6 or 7,000 per day. This way it'll be more comfortable. But for this to make it more economical, you will need a minimum, I would say, of four or more people, and then the cost becomes affordable when you're doing the journey. Now, since the roads have got better, you can go all the way from Guwahati to Dirang on your first day, stay the night there, and then go from Dirang to Tawang the next day. Do the local sightseeing on day 2, go to Bumla and Sangastar on day 3, and then return back to Bomdila on day 4, and day 5 be back in Guwahati. This is a 4 night, 5 day trip, but it will cost you more, and at the same time it's going to be very hectic because most of the days you'll be traveling for anywhere between 8 to 10 hours in the vehicle. The cost of the accommodations also has gone up. It earlier used to be around 2,000 rupees for a standard budget room in the Bomdilad and places like Dirang and Tawang, but now the same room will cost you anywhere between 2,500 to 3,000 rupees a night. This is a correlation of the inflation that has hit the travel industry. So when you are planning for Tawang this year from, I would say, October onwards, remember that there has been a change in the costing. So come prepared with this. The best way to negate this costing would be try to travel in a group of minimum four or more. If couples are planning on traveling or families, then it's going to be costly. So the best way around this is get another couple with you or get another family who can join you, so then you can take a SUV and then make the trip more feasible in terms of the budget. The cost for the vehicle to Bumla is still the same. It will cost you around 5,500 to Bumla. If you're going to Holy Waterfall, it will be around 11 or 12,000. And if you want to do Margo and Chuna Valley from Tawang, again you need a local Tawang vehicle that will cost you around 15,000 rupees. And this is the costing for a day trip. If you want to stay the night at Margo and Chuna, they'll charge you anywhere around 25 or 30,000. The roads are really, really bad going out there. The best is to start your trip from Guwahati and end at Guwahati, since the travel time from Guwahati and Itanagar is pretty much the same. It's going to take you 10.5 hours, around 430 kilometers. But the difference is from Guwahati to mainland India, the flights are much more affordable and much more frequent. And that's why it's easier to start from Guwahati. The cost of the inner line permit which is needed to enter Arunachal Pradesh is the same, that is at 500 rupees per person, and it has to be done online through the government website. You need your email ID and phone number to be registered with them to be able to get it. Now, apart from that, the overall costing for the trip that you'll end up spending depends entirely on the number of days that you are planning on visiting Tawang in Arunachal for, and also on the external excursions that you want to do, whether you just want to visit Bumla and Sangastar, or whether you want to go to Holy Waterfall, or if you want to even add Margo and Chuna Valley. Now, if you want to do everything that is Margo and Chuna, you'll need a minimum, I would say, of 6 nights, 7 days, because anything shorter than that would be tough, rough and tough. Even 6 nights, 7 days is pretty hectic to do all of this. So we have to plan accordingly and have a budget according to the pricing that I've given it to you, and keep a certain amount that you would need for food. Food in Arunachal is not very expensive. You can get along with basic puri bhaji for breakfast, and the veg or egg or chicken thali for dinner and lunch, which will cost you anywhere between 50 rupees to 80 rupees for breakfast, and anywhere between 100 to 200 rupees for lunch and dinner respectively. So you can budget around 500 rupees per person per meal. So overall, it would take your budget per person for a 6 night 7 day trip just for the basic Arunachal Tawang trip from Guwahati would come to around 60,000 for two people. That would be around 30,000 per person. This is also a rough estimate that I'm giving you, provided that you can get a good deal on the vehicle and for accommodation. So it is, like I mentioned earlier, it is advisable to do it as a trip by either joining a group or by getting a few of your friends to tag along, so you have a minimum of 4 to 5 people, and this way the cost really splits for the vehicle, and that would really make the biggest difference. Now, if you are someone who's planning a trip to Tawang in Arunachal Pradesh, we do have trips happening over there. You can click on the link in the description, go to our website and directly book from there, or you can contact our sales team from the website who will guide you through the booking process. If you have any queries related to your own personal travel to Tawang, you can leave a comment below this video and we'll be more than happy to reply to your queries. If you have any query that needs WhatsApp interaction or a telephonic conversation, then you will have to book a paid consultation with us, which will cost you anytime anywhere between 1 to 2,000 rupees depending on the time frame of the call. Now, this is all that we have with regards to the cost change and the update with the costing for the vehicle and the homestays and the hotels for Arunachal for 2026. If there are any further updates, we will make videos and write blogs and update the same on our website and YouTube and Instagram channels. So now till our next video, stay safe, stay blessed and stay happy, and remember, cover the earth before it covers you.